Folks, tonight on Midnight Mayhem, Hacksaw Jim Duggan against Dave Dawson with Brad Stutz in his corner. Folks, it's going to be a big matchup. Stay tuned.
The training of these poor creatures to turn themselves into fighting machines is simply barbaric. 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 Let that word resound from hill to hill. Barbaric.
Folks, you heard it here first. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Dave Dawson. Going to be starting off tonight's Midnight Mayhem. Folks, I guarantee you're going to have an amazing time for the next 30 minutes. We have got two humongous matchups. Not only do we have Dave Dawson against Hacksaw Jim Duggan, we also have Jason the Gift Kincaid taking on a man we see with a very bright future, John Skyler. Let's get back to in the ring. Dave Dawson not liking what he's feeling or seeing against Hacksaw Jim Duggan. The fans want Dave Dawson to get back in that ring. Dave Dawson, taking a breather right now. He's taking on a legend. A man that's won the Royal Rumble before. This man has a history in professional wrestling. And Dave Dawson, maybe a little bit of cotton mouth right here, having to get some beer in him, some liquid courage as he takes on Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Jim Duggan talking to the referee, making sure the referee's got all the rules in the book. Dave Dawson figuring out if he should get back in that ring. Dave Dawson back in the ring. And this matchup back underway. The tutelage of Brad Stutz, former head of Fatback Enterprises. Fans are not liking what they're seeing out of Dave Dawson right now, which is strange. Dave Dawson, usually a man that's very valiant in the ring. Brad Stutz reaching for that 2x4, and Jim Duggan unleashing the wood on the face of Dave Dawson. Yeah, he's not ready. Dave Dawson wants to just get out of Wilmington with his pride intact. I think Brad Stutz wants to get out of here as well. Folks, we are coming from Ziggy's by the Sea. If you missed this live TV taping, this was a fun show. Dave Dawson getting the count right now. Maybe going to get counted out in this matchup. Dave Dawson saving himself at the count of 9. And Hacksaw going back on offense. Some forearm shivers from the man. Off the ropes, Dave Dawson. Big double axe handle to the back of Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Now, Jim Duggan is not a spring chicken when it comes to age. Dave Dawson, probably 30 years younger or so than that man right there, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And Brad Stutz trying to get in where it fit in behind the ref's back. Dawson going for a rear chin lock, trying to slow down the pacing of this matchup. When the pendulum swung to Jim Duggan's favor, Dave Dawson sensed it. Slowing down the pace, trying to get some of that momentum on his side. Maybe Jim Duggan's not going to be able to compete anymore in this matchup. That's 2, 1 more, and Jim Duggan's out. Jim Duggan fighting back to his feet, all the fans getting behind it. Duggan up to his feet, fighting back. Dave Dawson grabbing Duggan by the hair. Jim Duggan blocking it. And Dawson goes into the turnbuckle. Stud's not liking this. Not liking seeing his client is taking a beating in the ring, holding Jim Duggan. Now the referee should be stopping this. These two men know each other too well. And who is this in the ring, folks? That looks like, I'm sorry, we started this a little bit late, but this man was getting an award before he was interrupted by Brad Stutz. That man, a Army military veteran, a Marine, and Jim Duggan wins the first matchup on tonight's Midnight Mayhem. Stay tuned, a huge matchup coming up. Welcome back to Midnight Mayhem. The Southern Savior, John Skyler. A man we've seen on NXT, a man we've seen travel the Carolinas, travel the world to compete in professional wrestling. He's taking on Jason the Gift Kincaid, a man from Smoky Mountain, N.W.A. His home base, Tennessee. We haven't seen him in the Carolinas that often, so I'm interested to see what kind of matchup we're going to have between these two men. We know Skyler's deliberate, very strong, very technical style of professional wrestling. I'm interested to see how that goes with Kincaid. Kincaid, not the biggest competitor. Kincaid with his game face on. He's ready to give it all he's got. Now, folks, this is actually the first match in a four-man tournament to determine the modern vintage wrestling heavyweight champion. Next week, we're going to have the second first-round match. And then a couple weeks after that, we're going to have the tournament final. So what you're seeing right here is a first round, and this is a hell of a matchup to start off this tournament. Kincaid and Skyler exchanging words. Now this is a great venue. The lighting here is fantastic. We want to thank Ziggy's by the Sea for their amount of professionalism that they have shown in presenting you some of the best matches in professional wrestling here on Midnight Mayhem. John Skyler, Kincaid. About to go for a tie-up. Skyler going for the wrist of Kincaid, wrenching it. Kincaid rolling out, trying to counter Skyler. Little flashy maneuver here. And ending it with an arm drag. Skyler stopping Kincaid's momentum. Kincaid, I believe Kincaid was a fan of that exchange right there, that little chain of professional wrestling that we just saw. If you're not a fan of your own work, then what are you? Skyler, very deliberate. He's seeing that Kincaid, a quick competitor, he wants to slow Kincaid down, trying to hook the leg behind him, trying to block any maneuver, going straight back to the left wrist, going for that side headlock. Kincaid showing some strength. And Skyler taking him down to the mat. Skyler with a lower center of gravity. You know, you're going to have more torque when you're using that. Kincaid able to walk on his hands to get out of that maneuver. I've never seen that happen before. Kincaid has some interesting offense already and offering out his hand. Skyler not having any of it. Skyler's been showing a cocky side recently, not very friendly. Single leg takedown from Kincaid, and Kincaid going to the left arm and wrist of John Skyler. The torque on the elbow and shoulder and wrist of John Skyler. Skyler taking his time to get back into this matchup. And Kincaid just not taking his eyes off that left arm. He's sensing perhaps a weakness in the defense of John Skyler. Skyler going. Trying to break the arm of Kincaid. Skyler's not here for flashy moves. Skyler is here for a W. Skyler's here to advance in the Modern Vintage Wrestling Championship Tournament. And Kincaid showing some meanness. Kincaid off the ropes. Another arm drag. Skyler out of the ring. Skyler not sure how Kincaid got the best of him right there. Skyler gathering his thoughts, figuring out a way to counter this fast-moving offense by Kincaid. Kincaid taking it to him outside. Kincaid off the top in a diving forearm shiver. Asking the fans to get out of the way, perhaps a high-risk maneuver. Kincaid, the gift, giving us a gift here on Midnight Mayhem, and swinging around and kicking Skyler in the face. Skyler taking a dive outside the ring. Skyler felt every bit of the boot of Jason the Gift Kincaid. And a rake to the back. Folks, don't let the flashy moves and exciting personality of Jason the Gift Kincaid fool you. He's got a mean streak a mile wide, and he's shown it right here on Midnight Mayhem. Skyler trying to block him right now. Using that lower center of gravity to stop the momentum, and a huge boot by John Skyler, and a spear on the ring apron. 1, 2. The first cover of the night by John Skyler. Welcome back to Midnight Mayhem. After a flurry of offense from Jason the Gift Kincaid, Skyler saw an opening, took it, and now Skyler on the giving end of offense right now. Ever since we took a break, Jason the Gift Kincaid struggling to get anything going against John Skyler. Skyler showing a relentlessness that he needs to advance in this tournament. The fans telling John Skyler he sucks, and folks, that man doesn't suck. That man is an amazing professional wrestler, and we're just seeing the tip of the iceberg in this tournament so far. A flurry of kicks, and Skyler off the ropes, up and over. Skyler catching Kincaid, rolling senton. Kincaid able to kick out at 2. Skyler using this slower pace to his advantage. Skyler knows he's a hard-hitting SOB. He knows some professional wrestling moves. A beautiful senton right there. Hook in the leg. These quick covers, these quick pin attempts on Kincaid. Maybe going to wear him down. Maybe going to catch him off guard. Maybe going to get a W out of these quick pin attempts. John Skyler knows that if he's a relentless wrestler, that he could get a W and advance and get more money by getting that championship belt, perhaps, after winning that second round. This rear chin lock, grounding the high-flying offense of Kincaid. Kincaid fighting back. Skyler, big European uppercut. Off the ropes, Skyler picking him up. Kincaid reversing. Skyler able to stop it. 1, 2. Southern Savior getting a little frustrated with the count of the referee right now. Going back to this grounded offense of John Skyler right now. Kincaid, an oddball perhaps. A flashy and colorful character here on Midnight Mayhem. I hope to see more of him. He's a very interesting wrestler. And it's always a treat when we get to see John Skyler on Midnight Mayhem. Folks, we have had an amazing show so far tonight, and this matchup is just getting warmed up. Kincaid trying to fight back to his feet, rolling through, fighting back, picking up Skyler, taking him to the corner. And we were talking about that lower center of gravity that Skyler was utilizing earlier. Kincaid able to utilize some of his own N.W.A. and returning the favor a little bit earlier. Kincaid raking the back of Skyler. Skyler with the double underhooks. Double underhook powerbomb. Straight into a Boston Crab. Kincaid fighting. This could be it for Kincaid. And Kincaid is eliminated from the tournament. It's a single elimination tournament. Skyler trying to hold on all he can, and Kincaid grabs the ropes. Rope break. Skyler has to let go by 5. Skyler just wearing down that fast offense of Jason the Gift Kincaid. Just wearing him down. If the man doesn't have a lower back, if the man doesn't have legs, if the man doesn't have arms, he's not going to be able to utilize those quick maneuvers we've seen him have in this matchup so far. Kincaid struggling to just survive right now. Fighting back with a couple of right hands, and here's a couple of right hands from John Skyler. Kincaid returning the favor. Skyler. An uppercut. Kincaid. Is he going to be able to return the gift that Skyler just gave? An uppercut of his own. Skyler. Kincaid. Skyler. Kincaid. Skyler with a big boot. You can hear that one, folks. And Kincaid with a flurry of right hands, finishing off with the exclamation point of the European uppercut. And Kincaid getting a knee to the midsection, the solar plexus, and Skyler says it's over. Skyler off the rope, Kincaid picking him up for the power slam, and a huge double stomp to the sternum. Kincaid off the ropes. Beautiful springboard neck breaker right there. 1, 2, 3. No! Oh my God! This matchup, folks, the edge of my seat. Kincaid like the Flash across the ring. Skyler throwing him up and over, and Kincaid using his quickness. Here comes Kincaid, trying for that corkscrew DDT. Tilt-a-whirl DDT, excuse me. And maybe Kincaid is leaving. He is just giving up on this matchup. No! Kincaid stopping. Kincaid up, coast to coast. Skyler is out. This is it. 1, 2. Folks, if that wasn't 3, my name is not Aaron Varnam. That was closer than any count I've ever seen before. Skyler able just to get one molecule up off the mat, I think. Just one atom. Speaking of Adam, up and Adam. Skyler with the spear. 1, 2. Kincaid able to kick out, able to just get everything, every ounce of energy. Both of these men exhausted. A very fun matchup so far. Skyler sees an opportunity to go up top, and a man we don't see a lot of high-risk maneuvers out of getting crushed, and that's why maybe he's not as fast as Kincaid. Kincaid saw that it was time to stop John Skyler where he was getting up. Because if that high-risk maneuver would have connected, it could have been TKO for Jason Kincaid. Maybe going for a Frankenstein. Kincaid up. Getting grabbed by John Skyler. Skyler using the lower center of gravity and power. And a super rolling senton from Skyler. 1, 2. Wow. Skyler is shocked, just like I am, that this match is still as competitive as it has been. Skyler arguing his case with the referee, trying to plead with him. That was 3. The referee getting a little salty over here. Skyler letting his frustration boil over. Kincaid getting out of the ring. Going back to the scene of the earlier crime. Kincaid with the neck breaker on the ropes. Kincaid up and over, another neck breaker. And Kincaid, slingshot off the ropes. Hooking the legs, 1, 2, 3, folks. A classic matchup on Midnight Mayhem, a classic episode of Midnight Mayhem. Thank you for watching. Find us on Facebook, facebook.com, Midnight Mayhem CW21. Stay tuned next week. Tommy Dreamer coming on next week. You don't want to miss that. I don't. Tommy Dreamer.
Of these poor creatures to turn themselves into fighting machines